Borough President's office's Lunar New Year celebration. My name is Wayne Ho, and I'm the President and CEO of the Chinese American Planning Council, CPC. And I'm honored to be the MC tonight as we bring in the Year of the Snake. So I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight as we have an exciting program of performances as well as recognizing community leaders. So I want to thank everyone for joining us, and we will also acknowledge the sponsors and supporters of the events shortly. With that, it is my honor to introduce the Queensborough President, someone who's been a champion for equity, for fairness, for inclusion, someone who has been celebrating the diversity of all of Queens as well as all of New York City. So please give a round of applause to Queensborough President Donovan Richards.
And it is great to be here this evening. Happy Lunar New Year, first of all. Gong Zi Fai Chai. Ni Hao. Are y'all excited about the New Year? All right. Well, it's an honor to be here, and I'm your Queensborough President, Donovan Richards. I'm really excited to celebrate the New Year with all of you, and I know we'll be out in Flushing this weekend with Peter too, I'm sure. How many people will be at the parade in Flushing? I know I'll be there. But let me start by saying, does anyone know which zodiac sign was celebrating this year? Y'all don't sound excited about the New Year. It's the Year of the Snake, AKA the Year of the Little Dragon. And the snake symbolizes wisdom, transformation, calmness, and creativity. And I hope it brings these qualities to Queens, because we know that we will always defend our Queen's values. And of course, we are representative of over 190 countries, and we speak over 350 languages and dialects, and we know that our strength is in our diversity here, and we will always defend our immigrant communities, no matter what's happening in Washington, D.C. As we welcome the new year, let's continue to support one another and celebrate the incredible diversity that makes Queens so special. I'm happy to see that several libraries and schools offer bilingual programs, and Lunar New Year has become an official, recognized school holiday in New York State, finally, and it certainly is important that your children don't have to choose between celebrating their culture and going to school. And thank you, by the way, because my 9-year-old was home as well, and I got to say that is because of the strength of the Asian community in the Lunar New Year. So our strength is our diversity. In the spirit of the New Year, we've made it a priority to continue to invest in our communities, ensuring that Queens continues to be a place where we can live, learn, and celebrate. And as your Borough President, I want you to know that we are investing in every corner of Queens County to make sure that every single community sees an infusion of investment that is worthy of their communities. And it's one of the reasons why I've invested $300,000 into PS 177 in Fresh Meadows for remodeling their art room. That's why I've allocated $550,000 to Veritas Academy in Flushing to help them install water fountains and renovating their athletic field. And it's why I continue to invest, and I've invested in $250,000 in upgrading technology at Flushing High School. And it's why I invested $250,000 into Cunningham Park to make sure we can build a pickleball court. And it's why we've invested $2.1 million into Casino Corridor Park to install new security, lighting, paving path, and repairing interior pathways. And healthcare, of course, is something that we'll continue to invest in, and it's one of the reasons why we invested $2 million into Flushing Hospital to purchase and improve medical equipment there. These investments are just one way we are working to improve the quality of life for all Queens residents, but beyond the numbers, it's the people who truly make Queens extraordinary. To the Asian community, thank you for your remarkable contributions to Queens and beyond. Your resilience, culture, and achievements enrich our borough each and every day. And it's one of the reasons why we open this hall up, because we want you to know that no matter what, you are always welcome in Queens. We don't build walls in Queens, we build bridges, and we only do that through nights like this and celebrating our culture and being able to pass it down. Thank you for attending tonight's Lunar New Year celebration. I hope you really enjoy the spectacular entertainment that we have lined up tonight. I hope you enjoyed the food, and I wish every one of you a successful, I wish you the desires of your heart in this year of the state. God bless you all. Happy Lunar New Year.
Round of applause again to our Borough President, Donovan Richards. Talk about exciting performances tonight. So to kick off our event, the first performance, please give it up for the students from PS203 doing a lion dance. From PS203. So another aspect that makes these events at Queensborough Hall great is that it's always community-based. So we only do that with our community-based partners. So I want to acknowledge the partner organizations for tonight's event. New York Presbyterian Queens. Live on New York. The Committee of 100. The Chinese American Planning Council, the Zuchi Foundation, the Fujian Association of USA, Peter Tung and the Flushing Chinese Business Association, the Taiwan Center, Diverse IPA, the Forest Hills Asian Association, and the Hanfu NYC. Thank you all for your support, and we do want to bring on one of the speakers of our supporters up. So please give a round of applause to Elizabeth Bean from Live On NY. Elizabeth?
Talking to our members and our colleagues and community members. So thank you so much for having us today. My name is Elizabeth Bien. I'm from Live On New York. It's one of the representatives of the Live On New York. So it's our great honor to be here today to celebrate Lunar New Year. Thank you, Borough President Donovan Richards, to invite us to be one of the co-sponsors for this event. So we want to congratulate all the honorees and co-sponsors for celebrating this most important holiday in our culture. I know all the honorees have been working so hard and are dedicated to our community services. And your work just makes a positive impact to our community. Live On New York, a nonprofit dedicated to the organ, tissue, and eye donation, share the same mission. But we cannot fulfill our mission without the hope, love, and the generosity of New Yorkers. So Live On New York will continue to strive to advocate for our recipients' families, those people who suffer from kidney failure, heart failure. And also we will continue to strive to provide aftercare services to our families of donor heroes. You know, that is also include our Asian American communities. We have 18-year-old Anna Law. She just saved 6 people's lives. And we also have 47 years the veteran who is Chinese American. He saved 3 people's lives. And recently we have a 37 years old Li Yun. He saved 3 people's lives. They are just kindness, selfless, just touch upon our heart. So we want to memorize them, and also we want to keep working hard to let everybody know that's the work we want to do, our mission we want to work. And we want to work with everyone and each organization you represent to make our community healthier and better. So today, I'm with my colleague, Raida, and we have a table over there. So in the end, I want to thank you again for our Borough President, Donovan Richards, for recognizing this most important holiday, and also opening up the Borough Hall for all of us. Of course, we also want to thank you, his incredible team, Starry, and many more members behind the scenes make this celebration so meaningful. So thank you so much, and Happy Lunar New Year. 新年快乐!
And another supporter of this event, I'd like to have him come up and make some remarks. Peter Tu from the Flushing Chinese Business Association. Peter.
Well, this is the second time I come to support in my eyes, he's a very young man, he's fantastic. But I want to tell you, before I say something about him, this is the second day of Lunar New Year's. Do you know in Asian, the first day, for example, the first day yesterday, Donovan Richards has go home to visit your parents and your wife back home with you. And today, the second day, you're gonna go back with your wife to visit no parent. And a lot of people don't remember this, but that's the culture in Asia, because the first day and second day. After tomorrow is nothing else, the celebration of the Lunar New Year. So remember, the first day and second day doesn't mean today. The Donovan Richards become our low family parent. So you are great. Okay, let me take this opportunity. I never see Borough President this younger and care about him so long because his talent is more energy, and he knows he's a great borough multicultural. So from him, there is no color. I still remember the Craig Schumann. Then he ran for the president. One day, the Craig Schumann said, "Hey Peter, can you come to my home?" I said, "Why?" So support of them and Richard. I said, "I have no choice." "Yes, I do." Okay. So look, the Craig Schumann is already gone for a long time. But in Craig Schumann's eyes, there is no color, only good or bad. You have skill, you have many things you show. So I always care our great Borough President of Donovan Richards, but people, I'm only nothing because he can re-election to be Borough President, have another term. That's our lucky. So take this chance, I want to say, as a commissioner of AAPI of New York State, I would like to say, I will follow this young man, and in my eyes, his most strong quality is he's a family man. He loved the kid as a boy, and he loved his wife. For any representative in this moment in our world, in our America, that's the most strong credit to anyone. So let's good luck to each other, and God bless Dharma Rachel, God bless American, and God bless every one of you. Thank you.
Applause again to Peter too. Not only overseeing the Flushing Chinese Business Association, but also one of the select commissioners on the Governor's AAPI Commission. So thank you, Peter, for your decades of leadership. As everybody knows, Lunar New Year is celebrated by many Asian ethnic groups. So not just the Chinese American community, but also by the Korean community. So for our second performance, let's bring back up some students from PS 203 who will be performing a Korean drum dance. So we are joined tonight by two individuals, and we want to make sure we give them a chance to make some remarks. So we're joined by two judges. Can we give them a round of applause as we bring them up? Judge Karen Lin, as well as Judge Francis Wong.
So that was just three Mandarin, dialects in Chinese of one of hundreds and hundreds of languages in this county, Queens, the world's borough. And we are so incredibly fortunate that the one that leads our borough is Borough President Donovan Richards. Borough President Richards, not only do you acknowledge and you recognize, but you go beyond, you celebrate who we are in all of our many facets, and you bring the celebration here in this beautiful space. And I just want to say, you know, growing up in Queens in the 70s, Lunar New Year was something that was very private and very personal that we celebrated in our own home with our own families. And to see that today, we not only celebrate it in our classrooms and we celebrate it in our courtrooms, but we celebrate it all throughout this borough, the city, and the state. And that is progress. And that is something that we can take into the new year. And in the new year, I wish for you great joy, great peace, and continued justice. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. 新年快乐，新年快乐，恭喜发财. Just like my friend here, Judge Lin, I just spoke two dialects. That was in Taiwanese and Mandarin. I love the fact that we're all here together celebrating Lunar New Year, the Year of the Snake. And thank you to our Borough President, Donovan. This is a beautiful, beautiful celebration. And thank you for taking the time out to recognize the importance of celebrating all the cultures that Queens County has to offer. We're very lucky that we live in the world's borough where we get to celebrate everyone's heritage and to bring us all together. And so I just want to wish everyone a very happy, healthy Lunar New Year. And again, 恭喜发财, and thank you so much. And I hope all of you have a wonderful evening.
Joining us tonight. Now it's time for us to recognize some community leaders for all the impacts that they've made. And the first honoree tonight is someone who is dedicated to promoting health equity, reaching out to providers as well as community organizations to make sure the Asian American community stays healthy. So I'm delighted that our first honoree is the Assistant Vice President for Asian Market Development at Health First. Please give a round of applause for William Wong.
Good evening. My name is William Wang. For the past 16 years, it has been my honor to represent the Health First, where I'm as the AVP of the Asian markets. I would like to extend my gratitude to Queens Borough President Donovan Richards for bringing us together to celebrate the Year of the Snake, and to the community leaders and the community organizations who share our commitment to the health of the Asian community in Queens. On behalf of everyone at Health First, that I wish you health and a good fortune in the new year. Health First was founded 30 years ago to make healthcare more accessible and equitable for all New Yorkers. Today, we serve more than 45,000 members in Queens. We have come to know the Queens community well, back to back and avenue to avenue. At the Health First, we believe that all healthcare is local, and we believe that it is crucial that you not only committed to your community, but that reflects who they are. from the design of our benefits offered to the delivery of our service. We work to ensure that cultural beliefs and the value of the Asian community are respected and understood. Our plans offer benefits that accommodates traditional treatments and holistic health practice such as acupuncture and cutting that are important to the Asian community. And in our 7 community offices across the Queens Borough, you can walk in and get question answered about your health benefits in English, Mandarin, and Cantonese, as well as several other languages. In fact, in our recent expanded Flushing community office, more than half of our health plan enrollments are done in a Cantonese, Chinese, and Mandarin dialect. On the walls, you also can see culturally relevant image as well as wonderful artwork created by the member of the community. We also host events that are by the community, for the community, such as Tai Chi and acupuncture. Our focus at Health First is on building a connection and removing barriers for our members, and this is rooted in our understanding of the needs of the community that we serve. This is why we have made a point of hiring Health First representative from the local community who represents the community. This approach is one of the reasons why we are incredibly proud to have been recognized as one of the highest quality health plans. For the past 10 years, our Medicaid and child health plan have consistently earned the highest rating of 5 stars. Stands out as only 5-star plan in New York State. And we are the only Medicaid Advantage HMO serving New York City has achieved a truly impressive 4.5 stars. These ratings are a testament to our mission of ensuring access to affordable and equitable care. To our members in the community, know that we are here for you and that we will continue to earn your trust. Thank you and Happy New Year.
Public service. And this is someone who's been creating educational and career opportunities for the Asian American community, fighting against any discriminatory policies and practices. She is someone who currently serves on the National Governing Board for the Asia Pacific Islander American Public Affairs Association, APAPA, and is also the chair of APAPA's Northeast region. So our second honoree tonight is Michelle Wong.
First, congratulations to all the honorees tonight. I'm honored and humbled to be one of the recipients tonight. It's a true honor to stand here at the greatest borough, the Queens Borough, to be recognized by the most outstanding Borough President, Donovan Richard. Donovan Richard, BP, you are an excellent and extraordinary leader. We see hope, future, and strength through you. And as community, our community grateful for your unwavering and steadfast support. And you have our back also. This award also adds weight to my shoulder. It will remind me to keep up my effort, continue to promote AAPI and youth leadership and make an impact to the community. And there's one person in the audience I want to say thank you, Uncle Peter, for your mentorship. And George, George Karen, for your inspiration. You are my role model, true role model. And also want to give a shout out to Starry Yan for your hard work, and for your always excellent community outreach. And we appreciate it. And I don't want to take much time, they will have more honoring here tonight. So everyone, happy Lunar New Year, and we wish you a healthy, and we wish you healthy, happiness, and a success in the year of the snake. Thank you. And again, thank you, BP and your office for this true honor. Thank you.
Congratulations to Michelle Wong. Our third honoree tonight is someone who's been a public servant, championing communities from promoting affordable housing to making sure there's equitable resources for all communities, including the Asian American community. Our next honoree started out his career at Asian Americans for Equality, AFI, and then moved on into the government sector, working for elected officials, including the Queensborough President's office. And currently, he is the director of the City Council's Finance Division. So our third honoree is Richard Lee.
For the introduction, and thank you to the Borough President for this honoree. People like me who work sort of behind the scenes don't often get this type of recognition. So thank you so much to the Borough President, the greatest Borough President. And congratulations to all of our honorees. And Happy New Year, everybody. My wife is Taiwanese, I'm Korean. So our kids actually get to celebrate both cultures. And something that my wife and I actually say a lot is, it's so different now for our kids, because when we were growing up, all of our celebrations were so internal. We always celebrated with our family, but there's no ever like an external celebration of our culture growing up. When I grew up in the 80s and 90s. But now, our kids, they get a day off because the New Year's recognized in the schools. They learn about our culture through their curriculum. And now we have so many people who are aware of the Asian Americans community and our culture. As a result, I think of all the advocacy that the community has done over the years and that our elected leaders have done for us and carried our water getting to this point in time. So I just want to say thank you to all of us for this celebration as we bring in the new year. I hope everyone stays safe and healthy. There's going to be a lot of uncertainty as we go through the next year, I believe. But note that you always have a champion in the City Council and here with the Borough President in fighting for the most vulnerable in our community. So thank you so much for this honor. I hope everyone has a great night and a great new year. Thank you.
All right, congratulations again, Richard. Our next honoree tonight is someone who, during the height of the COVID pandemic, where we also saw a rise in anti-Asian hate, she was out there on the front lines going to vaccine hubs to make sure that community members could be vaccinated, as well as someone who was out there on behalf of the city making sure that we were responsibly addressing the rise in anti-Asian hate. She immigrated from Vietnam 15 years ago, and for the last 8 years she has been working for the city of New York. And at the city agency that she's at, she's been chairing the first ever AAPI committee, making sure there's more connections between New York City government and the diverse AAPI communities here in New York. So please give it up for our fourth honoree tonight, Lana Tu.
Before I begin, I want to express my deepest gratitude to the Queen's Borough President, and his entire team for creating a space where we can all come together to celebrate one of the most important traditions for Asian Americans, the Lunar New Year. Under his leadership, we have been given a fair opportunities to contribute to our communities regardless of our background, and to be recognized for the hard work that we put in. It's truly an honor to stand here tonight and accept this award. An even greater honor is having my friends and co-workers from the U.S. city government join me in this special moment. Thank you for believing in me and supporting me throughout the years. Though we didn't know each other at first, we are united by our shared vision, preserving and promoting our rich and diverse Asian heritage, whether through delicious food, beautiful cultural performances, or the struggles we have faced as a model minority in America. We stand together. My public service career began over 8 years ago right here in New York City. When I got my job as an admin assistant to deputy commissioners, it was a surprise to my families and my friends because no one in my circle ever worked for the U.S. government. Some were happy for me, while others questioned how long I would last. One person even told me I would be let go soon, saying that Vietnamese Americans could only succeed in nail salon. But here I am, 8 years later, still going strong and thriving. Thank you. Over the years, I have climbed the ranks, from admin assistant to executive assistant, special assistant, and eventually contract manager. Although I am not frontline staff, I still take immense pride in my work as public servants, supporting the New York community behind the scenes. However, the role that I find most rewarding is my volunteer work as the founder and chair of the AAPI Heritage Committee at my agency. When I joined my agency, we were celebrating the Latino Heritage Month, and I asked my chief of staff at that time if there was a committee that celebrated Asian culture. At that time, we did not have one. My passion for seeing my culture represented at work led me to take on the task of creating an AAPI Heritage Committee. Then 3 months later, after I joined my agency, I introduced the first Lunar New Year celebration at ACS. The event was well received and supported by both leadership and co-workers, and it has since become an annual celebration at ACS that everyone looks forward to. The following year, I also introduced a Mid-Autumn Festival. That time was filled with excitement and joy until the COVID-19 pandemic hit the US. I remember that time very well. Everyone struggles, especially within our own AAPI community. We were called all kinds of names, attacked, and some of our brothers and sisters were even murdered. The truth is, discrimination against our communities is not new. If you look at US history, you will see it has always been there. The pandemic simply reminded all of us this painful reality. As we were all living in fears, I was deeply broken in ways I did not yet recognize. One committee member suggested that we should skip celebrating the Lunar New Year and all other events because she believed that by staying silent, we might lessen the attacks on the AAPI community in the US. As much as my faith in diversity was shaken, I told her, if there was ever a time we needed to shine and make our voices heard, it was now. We are stepping up, we're not stepping down. And God answered my prayer. He brought me the support that I didn't know were available during that time. My leadership got involved, offering all the resources that I needed. They allow me to invite many elected officials, community leaders to join me, and one of them is our MC tonight, Mr. Wayne Ho. Thank you, Wayne. Because of that support, my team and I celebrated the first AAPI Heritage Month at ACS, and it has become an annual tradition still. Through volunteers weekly at COVID vaccine hubs across 5 boroughs, and with the Mayor's Office of Immigrant Affairs, Commission on Human Rights, CCHR, and many other agencies, I learned that we could extend our reach beyond ACS to support the community. Of course, all the work we do related to AAPI committee is considered volunteer work. We don't get paid in cash or comp time, but the rewards we get are beyond measure. Our team continues to grow, with more people joining us each year to march in parades and participate in community events to spread awareness about our culture and our needs. I am so proud of my team, and I want you to know that this award tonight is also for you. And for the Vietnamese American women out there, I want you to know that if I can make it, you too. Thank you.
All right, another round of applause for Lana. Next honoree is someone who for 20 years has been recognized as a nonprofit leader. Someone who in Queens has been making sure the most vulnerable, especially women and Asian Americans, are served. During the COVID pandemic, she expanded her organization's food pantry, reaching over 20,000 families who needed food during the pandemic. And she's someone who's also recently recognized as a woman of distinction. So can we please give a round of applause for our next honoree, who is the Executive Director of the YWCA of Queens, Eun Kim.
Oh boy. Good evening and happy Lunar New Year to everyone. I am very happy to be here tonight and to receive this honor. As a first-generation immigrant from Korea, I am deeply moved to see Korean and Asian culture events being held in the United States, especially in New York City. It's heartwarming to witness the growing interest of Asian cultures and the increasing number of events, allowing second and third generations and other people to learn about and experience their ancestors' culture. I'm incredibly grateful for this invitation and the award also. Thank you very much for our Borough President, Richard. Thank you. Always. I'm grateful to represent the YWCA of Queens. For many years, the YWCA has been helping women and families in our community. We provide education, social services, art and culture programs, food pantry, and support to make lives better. Our mission is to eliminate racism and empower women. Queens is one of the most diverse places in the world. About half of our residents were born outside of the United States, like me. We have people from many different cultures and backgrounds living together, making our community rich and unique. This year is special also because for the first time, New York City public schools are closed to celebrate Lunar New Year. This shows how important this holiday is to our community and allows family to celebrate together. The achievements we celebrate tonight are not mine alone. They reflect the hard works of many people and organizations here who want to make Queens a better place for everybody to live in. As we start this new year, Let us continue to support each other, lift each other up, and create opportunities for everyone in our community to succeed. This is a time to remember our shared humanity, embrace diversity, and work towards a fair and inclusive world. I want to especially, again, thank Borough President and also the YWCA of Queens for all the dedication. We have our staff and then volunteers and then supporters here too. Thank you so much for all your support and the encouragement. May this year, the new year, bring you and your loved ones health and happiness and prosperity. May God bless all of us. Thank you and Happy Lunar New Year.
All right. Our last honoree of the night, last but definitely not least, is someone who is not a stranger to the Queens community. This is someone who has made sure that Casino Park is always beautiful and it's open and especially accessible to all New Yorkers. She is the founder of Casino Synergy, which is a volunteer group based in Flushing and promoting environmental stewardship, community service, as well as civic engagement. She's also someone who's dedicated to maintaining and upgrading the Casino Velodrome. So please give her a round of applause for our sixth honoree of the night, Leona Chin.
Thank you, Wayne, and thank you, Queens Borough President Donovan Richards Jr. for this honor. I am incredibly humbled and proud to serve with you. Thank you, Peter, too, as well, for your opening remarks. Congratulations to the esteemed fellow honorees, William Wang, Michelle Wong, Richard Lee, Lana Tu, and E.K. Kim. I want to welcome you and wish you all Gong Hei Fa Choi. Happy Lunar New Year, 4723, the year of this thing. I want to wish you all health, happiness, and prosperity in the new year. Permit me to introduce myself. My name is Leona Chin, and I was born, raised, and nurtured in New York City, and I call Queens my home. My parents are from Toisan, a city in Guangdong, China. While ethnically Chinese, I am an ABC, American-born Chinese, and I am awestruck to be in the company of my heroes and heroines in the community. Last year, I celebrated a milestone birthday and have spent the last several weeks reminiscing with my family and friends, classmates and teammates, teachers, professors, and coaches, co-workers and colleagues, as well as my many mentors and mentees. Our collective history and experiences have shaped my vision and hope for the future. Inspired by change makers and peacemakers in the 60s and 70s who moved communities to action, I volunteered. In the 70s and 80s, when not studying, working part-time, or helping out in the family business, which in my case was a hand laundry in Bedford-Stuyvesant, Brooklyn, I volunteered. You know, thinking back, there weren't many job opportunities for my parents' generation. My mom and aunties were homemakers, and my dad and uncles worked in stereotypical careers as a laundry owner, restaurant waiter, and sewing factory manager. One of my uncles, though, arrived in New York City in 1973 and broke the mold and found immediate success as a martial arts instructor. And for those who want to know, yes, my uncle taught Wing Chun. My generation, through higher education and the ability to assimilate, would find lucrative careers in engineering, medicine, finance, and law. But personally, my most memorable and fulfilling experiences were those of supporting, assisting, and collaborating with other volunteers on behalf of our neighbors in and around New York City. At university, I joined the sorority Gamma Sigma Sigma. Gamma Sigma Sigma is a national sorority that partners with charitable organizations and is dedicated to service, friendship, and equality. Admittedly, I wasn't much of an activist as I was an advocate for those underserved, unrecognized, and unheard. If you recognize the songs, You'll Never Walk Alone, and If I Can Dream, you will understand my heart. And by the way, Elvis Presley performed both songs. Today, in 2025, as Casino Synergy's program director, our advocacy focuses on environmental stewardship, community service, and civic engagement with an emphasis on community engagement. The word synergy is defined as, quote, the interaction or cooperation of two or more organizations, substances, or other agents to produce a combined effect greater than the sum of their separate effects. In other words, serving together is more effective than serving alone. Our volunteers and community partners are proactive, diverse, multi-generational, multilingual, and multi-abled. And as collaborative teams, we serve in the parks, food pantries, senior centers, shelters, as translators, interpreters, career coaches, tutors, and mentors. But we are most proud of our activity as outreach ambassadors in support of our community by sharing feedback, concerns, and hopefully timely, viable solutions. We strive to be the catalyst of change and improvement. While my wish is to thank all of you each individually, may I ask my mentors and mentees, my colleagues and coworkers, teachers, professors and coaches, classmates and teammates, as well as my friends and families to stand. Would you please stand? As a collective, I salute you all for your guidance and support and your continued commitment to the communities we serve. Your devotion to our community deserves a round of applause. I love you all. Thank you so
much. We're going to ask all 6 of our honorees to please come back up for a picture. Please bring your awards. So as I call them out, please give them another round of applause. William Wong.
Some of you during my tenure as Borough President, and I'm so honored to serve alongside each and every one of you. Thank you. I also want to thank
Wrap up the night, we have 2 more performances as we celebrate the Year of the Snake. So please give a round of applause. From Ashley Dance Center, we'll have a performance of Silk Road. All right, come on, give it up, Ashley Dance Center. Ashley Dance Center. Violence from the Korean American Family Service Center. We cannot have Lunar New Year celebrations unless we have a K-pop performance. Let's get it up for KFSC.
dance teacher and dance performer.
Great. All right. Thank you very much. Happy New Year. For joining us tonight as we bring in the Year of the Snake. And once again, I would like to thank all the supporters and sponsors who made tonight possible. Can we also give a round of applause to all the staff of the Queensborough President's Office for organizing this, including Starry. Congratulations again to our 6 honorees. And last but not least, thank all of you for joining us tonight. Have a healthy, happy, prosperous New Year.